Peter Garrison passed away in 2020. In global scientific communities, he was well known, yet even world-class scientists struggled to understand his work. He presented visible evidence for his discoveries, but even he couldn't fully explain why things worked the way they did. For example, Garrison claimed to have proven that the human soul exists, and that it is material. 40 years before his passing, Garrison worked as a researcher at the U.S. National Science Institute for Physical and Technical Studies. Officially, he studied quantum genetics, but his deeper passion was understanding the essence of human life, how the body forms from conception. Basic theories of human development weren't enough for him. He wanted to know, what exactly guides the body to form arms, legs, hair? Why does it grow in this way and not another? Surely, something beyond genetic memory must be orchestrating it all. Garrison believed there was another mechanism, one still unknown to science. When skeptics dismissed his ideas as pseudoscience, he reminded them that even genetics was once called pseudoscience. Human biology is far too complex for a single simple explanation. Why does the heart begin to beat at a specific moment? Why, for instance, does a human heart start around the 7th week of pregnancy? What triggers that exact timing? Garrison proposed that even during the earliest fusion of cells, each one contains a primitive form of consciousness. His work faced major pushback from the pharmaceutical industry. He aimed to prove that cells are influenced not just by physical matter but by a higher, guiding force, and if that force could be identified, healing could be done through words, not pills. It's no secret that some people are healed through spiritual affirmations. Yes, many are frauds, but some real healers do exist, according to Garrison. Chromosomes produce sound, and those sounds act as commands that tell the body how to grow. To explore this, he used calf DNA in a spectral cuvette and exposed it to red laser beams. DNA nuclei are never still, they vibrate and thus produce sound waves. Healthy nuclei produced low, smooth tones, but once damaged by the laser, they screamed, as if in pain. Further laser exposure caused the DNA to melt, leaving behind dead matter. Even then, that matter emitted chaotic, dissonant sounds. Once, Garrison accidentally trained this dead matter with laser pulses, and it began producing faint signals. In the cuvette was what he called a phantom DNA, which remained active for 40 days, coinciding with the belief that a soul stays on Earth for 40 days after death. Eventually, Garrison refined his equipment to restore even seeds damaged by laser. To him, life on Earth began because of someone's intentional will. He often referred to David Blake's holographic universe theory, an idea respected by Albert Griffin himself. Blake proposed that the universe is a hologram. Garrison expanded this: every living thing has its own slot in this universal hologram. Through experimentation, Garrison concluded that genetic information is passed not only through biological cells, but also through wave-based holograms that store data about living organisms. If this is true, information from a healthy human can be read and directed at another being. According to Garrison, this could heal disease, and even reverse aging. He supported these claims with experiments that shocked even skeptics. In one study, Garrison treated diabetic lab rats, using a laser. He read data from healthy pups and converted it into electromagnetic radiation, then he exposed the sick rats to the beam for 1 minute daily. Within a week, the rats recovered. He also tried to regrow a dog's missing tooth. He scanned a forming tooth and projected the information onto the toothless gum. 9 months later, a new tooth had grown. The control area, untreated, remained unchanged. This result was published in 2018 in the journal DNA Discovery Review. Encouraged, Garrison turned to human trials under medical supervision. One early subject was a 60-year-old diabetic woman, the mother of his colleague. He transferred blood data from her 9-year-old grandson into her system. For 3 weeks, her blood sugar dropped to healthy levels, then shot back up again. They hadn't figured out how often to expose her, or for how long. After 3 months, she complained of jaw pain. X-rays showed 3 new teeth had grown under her fixed dentures. Garrison explained that the grandson's DNA was in a stage of active tooth growth, and that stage had been copied. He claimed that through similar methods, he had restored health in roughly 100 cases, including one patient who regained their vision. To Garrison, these outcomes confirmed David Blake's theory. He argued that the genetic system reads a holographic blueprint from the universe. this blueprint is revealed in stages, layer by layer. When distorted, physical malformations can appear. He believed life on Earth began not by accident, but through wave-based intelligence. From this intelligent source, energy and genetic information are continuously sent to living things. Interestingly, these views aligned with the work of another American researcher, Benjamin Porter. Near the end of his life, Porter proposed that life might have arrived on Earth via holographic images, templates containing data about life itself.